amazing drama you're about to see is a matter of human record. You may believe it or not.
No.
But the real people who lived this story, they believe it. They know. They took that one step beyond.
But how?
Hey, it's like the Twilight Zone, but crappier.
Beyond step one.
This door is kept locked at all times.
Okay, cool.
The curtains on the window are always drawn.
Is it because you're always creeping outside?
Inside the main house tonight is quite an occasion. In the year the Parrish family has lived in Boston, this is the first time anyone outside the immediate family has been invited to the house.
Welcome to coronavirus.
Just this morning.
Well, goodness, Anna, why shouldn't he?
Damn, bitch.
Hardly entertaining. We've never had servants here.
Mom, do we have to wear these Little House on the Prairie dresses? My boyfriend's coming over. He's going to think I'm weird.
Well, you'll be free very soon. You'll be married and in New York with Danny.
Mama, to have somewhere that's really, really home. After all these years of moving one place to another.
Living in this shithole.
Frightened. Mama, did I tell you what Danny said to me? He said he wanted 6 children. Of course, I just...
Yeah, you can tell me about your plans to fuck your boyfriend later.
What's that?
It's nothing. It's a recipe.
You know, Danny even has names for them. Michael and Eric and David for the
Margaret.
boys. And the...
We'll have the Beaujolais with dinner.
Because I'm going to chug this bottle on my own.
Oh, darling, you better run along upstairs and get ready.
Yeah.
Danny
Yes.
is the kind who never late.
Not a second. Life must run like clockwork. That's why I love him.
Just like I love the train system in Tokyo.
Oh, tonight I love the world. Ah! Mama.
Yeah, I found one of the bear
There
traps.
seems to be someone in the garden. George, go and see what's happened.
You know what has happened.
Someone stepped on my fantastic lawn.
And they got bear trapped like they deserve.
No one can see into that room. Wash your hands.
That'll help. Wash my hands. Will that wash away Jason?
No, it'll make your hands clean so you can eat.
Anna!
What is it? Come inside.
Hey, hello, your creepy butler got me.
That guy's mouth was open the entire time. Yep.
Still is, yeah.
How many bugs do you think Danny gets in his mouth?
Tell me, what is it?
Danny, there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
Everything
I
is
heard
fine.
stories about it, but I didn't believe them. And then just now, I saw for myself, sitting in a red velvet chair. That's what was so horrible.
The chair.
In a red velvet chair with a high back, reading a book.
Oh my God!
For all the world like
A human being.
No, a freak.
Oh, no. What I saw didn't belong inside a house. What I saw belonged in the sea.
Danny, you're very young.
And stupid.
Your eyes haven't grown in
You
yet.
have the compassion to understand.
Mama, no.
He has to know. He is my son.
And that's why you don't marry your cousin.
Brother.
Danny,
It happened before he was born.
We were building a teleporter, you see.
Danny.
It is a disease that is not contagious
Except for when it is.
nor hereditary.
Danny, what Mama says is true.
Anna, I can't.
Before God, what Mama says is true.
Anna, stop
All the
it.
doctors swore it. It's not
sorry.
hereditary.
I'm
Danny,
sorry.
please don't leave me.
I don't want to smell like fish for my whole life.
Danny.
Dodged a bullet on that one.
Give him,
Why did we hang all these intestines here?
if he really loves you, he will come back.
No, he won't. You saw the way he looked at me. He was looking at our babies, and the babies I'll never have because of Jason. I hate him, and I wish he were dead.
Double slap.
And she took bitch slaps like a champ.
She didn't flinch at all.
She didn't even move. That would be the reaction you'd get if you slapped Superman upside the face.
The father is completely unmoved by any of this.
I mean, a bottle of wine for dinner all night, yeah.
George, I think I shall send Anna away someplace. Someplace pleasant.
Like the asylum.
Jason, who must be sent away,
No,
Margaret.
George, not again, not now.
Yes, now.
George.
How long can you be selfish?
Acting!
Each time we've had to move, whenever I've had to look for a new job, you know what agony it's been for him.
Why'd you leave your last job, fish boy?
He'd be happier away from us. There are hospitals that would take him.
You don't mean hospitals.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I meant Red Lobster.
For the love of God, have some pity for the boy.
No!
Just pity! How do you think he feels locked up in the room?
I mean, he has an internet connection in there, all the privacy in the world. He's doing
And
fine.
that's always finished the argument, hasn't it, Margaret? But not tonight. No, not tonight.
George. He will hear you.
Does he have ears? Mm.
You cannot ask me to give up my life.
But I can ask you to give up yours, so neener, neener, neener.
At last you said it, Margaret. He is your whole life. Not me. Not Anna.
Why is she looking at his dick?
You've no love left
This is
for the
getting her
rest of
off.
Talk to me more.
More.
Degrade me, Daddy.
I mean what I say. If you don't agree with me now,
when you point your finger at
if
me.
you don't agree with me this moment,
Oh, yeah, she's
taken away,
as wet as Niagara
then
Falls
I
right
shall
now.
leave you.
That's why the cameras had to pan up.
The room is slowly starting to fill with her juices.
Jesus Christ. See, it's even hitting the screen. Look at the spots. It's really spraying.
Mrs. Parrish, I'm Edward Brown.
It was very kind of you to see me.
Who could resist such a letter?
I mean, the nudes alone.
I'm surprised, madam, you confide these intimacies to a stranger.
I think only 1/5 of those were
As a
actual
stranger,
words.
You could be of no help to me, Dr. Brown.
I'll
Let's
leave.
be clear on this point. I am no longer a doctor. My name has been officially struck from the British Medical Association.
I'm not interested in that. All I care about is your knowledge and your talent, Dr. Brown.
I'd like to emphasize that I have no talent and am, in fact, a disgraced doctor.
Thank you.
He's talking like an alien whose only contact with the human race has been one drunk Scottish guy.
Or perhaps a goat.
I remember hearing of a few such cases as your son's.
Wow, his hairline's receding so hard it's making a left turn.
Almost every 100 years, a child is born with this affliction. You know, Jason says that he's read a theory that all mankind has evolved from the sea, the cradle of life.
Sounds like bullshit to me.
But Jason says that perhaps the seed of our beginnings is still with us, and that this is God's way of reminding us that we have not come as far as we would like to think.
So your science classes didn't really work, huh?
Jason sounds a remarkable boy.
Yeah, he's a fish.
Madam, why have you come to me?
For your delightful accent, of course.
I read of your lecture.
Lecture? Lecture indeed. The papers turned it a riot. The police had to be called.
Here, this is what interested me. The jeering began when Brown made claims that his so-called mind force would be
Mind
efficacious
force?
in the treatment
Was
of
this a
certain-
Doctor Who episode?
I read it.
particularly ailments of unknown origin. That's why I came, Doctor.
Well, if you get off on it, whatever.
Please, will you be honest with me? Have you been successful?
Oh, no.
There have been a few cures. On many, many failures.
When I say cure, I mean deaths.
Well, she wasn't complaining about her stubbed toe any longer.
Mind force.
Madam, if I could explain it satisfactorily, I would hardly be in my present position.
What?
All I can tell you is that I seem to have developed a kind of power.
Some sorts of
The
Scottish
fact is, I cannot
power.
tell you. I'm not the first. There have been others. I think perhaps Dr. Mesmer was the first.
I think you might be self-prescribing.
Power sounds supernatural.
Well, I mean, they're
That's
adamantium
right,
claws, so.
I want my son to be well.
So whatever kind of black
You
Satan magic you
do
have
not
to do,
concern
just do it.
Daughter's upstairs if you need a sacrifice.
Will you dine with us tonight?
Only if we're
And see
having
Jason?
fish.
Madam, do I look in such bad need of a meal?
I am in such bad need of help.
Oh, you need it bad.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I thought perhaps another chance of success was vital to you.
Madam, I don't believe either one of us could stand another failure.
I mean, look at you. You're draped in failure.
I haven't had a roast like that in more months than I care to say.
Anna, did you hear that?
Anna!
Brown was
The man liked my meat!
Sorry, it was a very
Mama?
interesting wall.
Papa wrote that he'd seen Danny in New York. It was just by accident on the street.
Look at those titties.
They didn't even speak. Danny crossed the street.
Tuning out so hard.
Hey, what can be worse than the loss of love? Except perhaps the loss of belief that it can happen again.
Again.
If you have finished your coffee, Doctor, I will take you to see Jason.
Nah, I'm alright. This child is much prettier.
Yeah, I would feel bad being Jason. Fish boy looks, supermodel looks. Same mother and father.
You remember at dinner, me talking about my life in England? What are my beliefs? I was made to look a fool. Many people turned their backs on me, including someone I loved most dearly.
The Kool-Aid Man.
But now I'm glad it happened. Now I know there was no real love between us.
It was just carnal,
Someone who
animal
loves
lust.
you will not desert you, no matter how severe the test. Do you believe that?
When's he gonna kiss her?
I don't know.
Perhaps I could help you to believe.
Zip.
I call it the Lord.
Why is it shaped like a cross?
How is it glowing?
Is it bleeding? Does your dick have the stigmata?
Perhaps I could help you to believe.
Believe that I'm really Scottish.
Madam, have I your permission to play a game with Anna?
You have?
Anna, you know I want to be your friend.
Yes.
Give me your hands.
Have you ever heard of a hand job?
Anna, fix your gaze on a point of light in your ring.
If you look deeply, the ring will tell you your
Stare at
mood.
it. Never take your eyes from it.
Don't mind where the doctor's hands are going.
I want you to imagine that I've tied a balloon to your wrist. Imagine that your hand has no weight in it. The balloon is
Balloon.
floating into the air. Your hand has no weight in it. It can float in the air like a feather.
Look at it go.
The balloon is tugging up, up, up. That's it.
My God.
Now, as your hand rises higher, it will come toward your face. Keep staring at that one point of light. Keep staring at it as your hand comes toward your face.
Was she incapable of moving her hand up before?
No.
Oh,
Your poor
Okay.
eyes ache for sleep. But you cannot close them until your hand touches your face. Only then will you sleep.
The power of bullshit. What dark magic of yours has compelled her to put her hand under her chin? Ah.
all right. I'm gonna ask the mother to
Easy with
leave.
someone so
You're gonna
Or
hear
stay.
some things?
Whatever. Papa Scottish doctor don't mind stacking up the bitches.
only me.
What sort of sleep is this? Where is she?
What's she's right there?
Somewhere
That's not
in
what
the
I
family.
did. What?
You remember what I told you about the power the mind has over the body? Let me show you. Anna, now you are even more deeply asleep.
Oh.
You hear nothing but my voice.
You're sleeping harder now.
Yesterday you had an accident in the kitchen. You scalded the back of your hand with boiling water. The skin is still raw and sensitive from the burn. Touch the back of her hand.
Won't that make her hurt?
Yes, hurt the child. Hurt the child for me.
Well, that's why he's no longer licensed.
The burn is healed. The pain is all gone. In fact, you have no feeling in your hand whatsoever.
Okay, I mean,
The nerves are all dead. The hand is numb.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Have you a pin?
Stab the girl.
Stab, 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 stab.
It will not bleed.
What? Now her hand and his penis have stigmata.
If you rub them together, they'll bond.
Now the hand is as it was, as if the burn had never been. Anna, listen carefully to me. When you wake up,
You'll be attracted to
be as
Scottish
happy as you were
doctors.
before Danny
Doctors
went
who
away.
sort
You
of
will not
kind of
forget
sound
me.
like they're Scottish.
You will only forget the pain.
Sort of
that
sound
you're
like
going
a
through.
Scottish guy who had his head rolled over
You
by
will
a
feel
train.
the hurt no more. When I count 3, you will open your eyes and be wide awake, feeling happier and more rested than you ever have in your life.
And the doctor will no longer have erectile dysfunction.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Doctor, did you stab me in my sleep?
What happened? I was listening to the doctor, and then I... Well, I guess I must have dozed off.
I have that effect on the ladies.
Oh, I'm sorry. You must think I'm terribly rude.
We'd be a deal healthier if we all took a bit of a nap after dinner.
Oh,
Hello, Mrs. Parrish. If you'd be so good as to let me have the key to Jason's room.
So is he going to hypnotize the fish boy into not being the fish boy anymore?
Doctor, I think if anyone can help Jason, it's you.
You want to back up a little bit? God, don't talk into my mouth.
Shouldn't I come with you?
You bet, baby.
You said he was expecting me.
Leave me alone with your child.
You saw how good a doctor I was. How well did I stab your daughter? Really well, that's right. Hello, fish boy!
Yes. It's Edward Brown.
Oh my god! Do you have somewhere I can store my vomit?
My name
Feels
is
like he's
Edward
talking to
Brown.
us.
We were the fish boy all along.
No!
Kind enough to still
Wait.
call me Dr.
That
Brown.
seems to be all right. Possibly sexier than when I started this riff.
No, Brandon. Once you go down the fish boy route, it's a slippery path to madness.
I feel very much an outcast, too. Will you remember that?
I, too, am a hideous, revolting monster.
An affront to God himself.
I need your cooperation if I'm to be of help. Remember this, too. We'll be dealing with the unknown. How long it will take and to what end, I know no more than you.
I don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what you are. Let's get
Maybe
freaky.
threatening, even dangerous. And what is worse, futile. Jason, I failed many times.
My name's Brandon, ass.
Attack him with your fish powers.
The decision must be yours.
I will fail with you, too. Trust me.
Good.
All right, now I'm going to hit you with this chair.
Facial reconstruction beating.
The man's very talented.
Let's waste no more time. Jason,
Brandon.
give me your hands.
Not in a million years. Whoa!
No!
I need to moisturize.
Get that man some lotion.
Oh. Did we skip an episode?
Not even on Christmas Eve. I think I must have been insane to let that doctor talk me into this.
Obviously.
Absolutely insane. Dr. Brown, I wonder if he ever was a doctor.
He said he wasn't. He told you that.
Mama.
He could be dead for all I know.
Now that's silly.
Do you know the last time that I saw him? It was September the 2nd. And Dr. Brown, since that moment, has had nothing to say at all.
He's just been in there frying up fish fillet after fish fillet.
Only last week.
Last week, what did he say last week?
He seemed very hopeful.
Then why doesn't he let me see him?
You must trust him.
After all, he's not a
No,
doctor.
I don't trust him. I think it's all some kind of a hoax. Jason isn't any different. There isn't any change at all.
I can tell because I haven't seen him in months.
Oh, there's one thing that's changed. I've lost him. Jason isn't mine anymore.
Because we sold him to McDonald's.
And that's where the rib witch came
Upsetting
from.
you, is it, Mama?
Twist ending.
One step beyond. Wow, it took her a long time to register that.
God, you're home. Oh, we need you so much.
Hello, baby.
Jeez.
Hello, Margaret.
George, I'm glad you're home.
Me too, baby. Nom, nom, nom,
We're
nom.
in time for Christmas. Oh, let me take your hat and coat.
George, I am glad you're home, and not just because it's Christmas. I've been so foolish.
Yeah, you have been.
Margaret, did you actually think our son could be cured by this charlatan's black magic?
Let the woman dream, you monster.
Dr. Brown isn't a charlatan. Why, you only have to meet him to see that.
Meet him? I want him out of this house right now.
Papa.
Where is he?
Papa!
He's with Jason.
Get him.
But, Papa,
Get him.
It's mostly bones, but okay.
So are we doing this?
I was desperate, George.
I've been there. That's why I married you.
I know.
That's why I'm selling our son to Red Lobster.
Margaret, I brought someone with me. He's waiting outside.
I can't do a threesome again, babe.
My holes are still stretched out like you wouldn't believe.
Margaret, listen to me.
No!
I've seen the place.
No, I've lost him once. Never again, never again.
I promised I would never get him competent medical care.
I have seen those places, I know. I would rather have Jason dead first.
Margaret, all the papers have been signed.
Okay, I think the trick here is just to commit her and then Jason.
There's nothing you can do, Margaret.
Merry Christmas. Margaret, where are you going?
Your wife, please, Margaret.
Are you on an escalator going away from me?
Something I can do. You will never
Why did we put that moving walkway there? Never made any sense to me.
I would rather see him dead. There is something that I can do.
Move, I'm going to shoot your brother. You moisturized.
It was Jason's wish to wait till Christmas.
He's a real dick.
Mama.
He still talks like a fish.
Despite his triumph, Dr. Edward Brown didn't live to see his
Mind force
recognized as a powerful weapon against disease and pain.
He died slamming it to
Only
bitches
recently
the way he
has
lived.
been officially admitted to the operating theater or to the office of the psychiatrist. Today we accept hypnosis as fact. Who knows? Perhaps tomorrow, telepathy may be fact.
That's not how this works.
Next week.
Then maybe the moon will become cheese.
Science!
Next week, and every week,
No.
we'll be bringing you the personal records of the rarest kind of human experience. Man's adventure in the world of the unknown. That mysterious psychic world beyond our five senses.
The Twilight
This is your
Zone?
invitation to take with us that astonishing one step beyond.
they didn't have that killer budget to purchase, Halloween store monster hands, this might be a bad show.
And to think they were 25 cents away from being a bad show.
Clapper?
The proud family name of Clapper.
Dick Clapper.
Thanks, Dick Clapper, making us watch this shit.